Reality TV just delivered one of the most jaw-dropping moments ever. Hold on to your popcorn because Yandy and Mendeecees' perfect marriage may have just crumbled in the most shocking way possible. The streets are on fire with rumors of pregnancy drama, emotional showdowns, and none other than Ciara stepping in to turn love into heartbreak and loyalty into flat-out betrayal. What was supposed to be a quiet dinner turned into an emotional hurricane of tears, accusations, and explosive confrontations. Fans who once dubbed them the ultimate power couple are now glued to their screens asking, is this the beginning of the end? And as for Ciara, let's just say her name being dragged into this mess only adds more fuel to the fire. Sources close to the drama suggest that the emotions were so out of control, even longtime friendships couldn't survive the heat. Fans are freaking out, scrolling through social media for answers and asking, how did this whole thing get so messed up so fast? Was this Yandy's breaking point, or is there even more we don't know? Stay tuned because this shocking twist is about to blow your mind. Yandy and Mendeecees were once the golden couple who weathered every storm. From legal drama to public scrutiny, they made it through it all. But behind all those flawless smiles and family photos, insiders reveal a storm was brewing. Get ready because things are about to get a whole lot messier. This storm wasn't just a drizzle. It was a full-blown hurricane threatening to destroy everything Yandy and Mendeecees had built. And guess who's at the center of it all? Ciara. Yes, Ciara's name has suddenly been dragged into this scandal in a way that could shake the very foundation of Yandy and Mendeecees' relationship. What started as quiet whispers of tension behind closed doors quickly escalated. Those close to the couple say Yandy's body language was changing, her once patient tone now laced with frustration, her smile fading faster than her patience. According to insiders, Yandy was holding back a storm of her own. When she loves hard, but she knows when something isn't right. The tipping point came during a dinner that was meant to be a peaceful gathering, but instead it turned into an all-out drama fest that has now captured the attention of fans everywhere. Glasses clinked, laughter tried to fill the air, but the mood shifted like a switch flipped. Yandy confronted Mendeecees in a calm but seething tone that left everyone at the table frozen. "So you think I wouldn't find out?" she reportedly asked, her fury barely contained. Mendeecees, caught off guard, tried to downplay it with, "You're overthinking. Don't listen to gossip." But the icy weight in Yandy's glare made it clear, this wasn't just some baseless rumor. And guess who else was at that dinner? Ciara. And let's just say, she wasn't exactly blending into the background. With eyes darting in her direction, she seemed uncomfortable, and her silence only fueled the suspicion. "Don't bring me into this," she reportedly stammered, but it was too late. Yandy's pain had found its target, and her words sliced through the room like a blade. "You sat there smiling in my face, and yet you were part of this? How dare you!" The entire room was left in stunned silence, and the fallout from this dinner is about to explode in ways no one saw coming, and the drama keeps getting hotter. Yandy didn't just confront Mendeecees, she straight up exploded. "You sat there smiling in my face while being part of this? How dare you!" she snapped, leaving everyone at the table gasping in complete shock. Sources say the dinner descended into pure chaos, with voices getting louder, chairs shifting, and cutlery clattering like a war zone. The accusations were coming out left and right, no filter. "You humiliated me!" Yandy shouted, her voice cracking as the tears started to pour. And the reason behind her outrage wasn't just the betrayal, it was the years of sacrifice and loyalty that suddenly came crashing down. Mendeecees, in an attempt to regain control, raised his hands, begging, "Listen to me, please. It's not what you think." But let's be real, his hesitation only made things worse. Every pause in his speech felt like more confirmation that he was hiding something. Yandy, having none of it, fired back with, "Don't insult me with half-truths. If you can't be honest now, you never will." The tension? Insufferable. The friends who witnessed the scene couldn't even bear to be there. Some tried to step in, urging the couple to calm down, but it was too late. Yandy was done. "This isn't about saving face anymore," she declared. "This is about saving myself." And with those words, it was clear. Her patience had run out. As for Ciara, she was caught in the crossfire, reportedly breaking down in tears. "I never wanted this to happen," she sobbed. But at this point, Yandy wasn't having it. "And it just keeps getting messier," Ciara sobbed. "I never wanted to hurt you." But Yandy? Not even a flinch. Her response was cold and sharp. Whether you wanted it or not, you were part of it. And now look at what's left. Ouch. Fans who caught wind of this intense showdown could hardly believe how savage it got. One fan took to social media saying, "This is beyond messy. I never thought I'd see Yandy walk away like that." The fallout? Instant and brutal. After storming out of the dinner, Yandandy's departure left the group in utter silence. Mendeecees sat there with his head in his hands, while Sierra was still crying, quietly sobbing. And one friend was overheard whispering, "You've ruined everything," perfectly capturing the weight of the disaster that just unfolded. By the next morning, news of this explosive dinner spread like wildfire. Fans woke up to hashtags trending everywhere, dissecting every juicy detail. Some placed the blame on Mendeecees, accusing him of risking his marriage. Meanwhile, others threw shade at Sierra, claiming she crossed lines she should have never even touched. One fan tweeted, "Yandy deserves better. She carried that marriage for so long, and this is the thanks she gets." While another defended Sierra, saying, "Everyone's quick to attack her, but what if she's being dragged into something unfairly?" The division was real, online and in the couple's inner circle. It's clear now that the rift between Yandy, Mendeecees, and Sierra is only just beginning, and the drama is far from over. Drama is far from over. The drama just took a dark turn. Sources say Yandandy's closest friends are divided. Some are rallying behind her decision to walk away, while others are urging her to think carefully before making any permanent moves. But insiders who know her best are whispering that the damage may already be done. She's tired, folks. This isn't just one argument. It's about years of carrying the weight of the marriage alone, feeling like she was the only one fighting for it. And the alleged pregnancy rumors surrounding Sierra? Oh, that's the spark that ignited this entire inferno. While no one has confirmed it yet, even the mention of it sent shockwaves through the fan base. One social media user summed it up perfectly, writing, "Yandy leaving makes perfect sense now." But of course, some fans are demanding proof before condemning anyone. Because in the world of reality TV, truth is secondary to perception. And let's be real, perception is everything. Yandy, however, has kept quiet in public. But at that dinner, her actions said it all. Witnesses say the look in her eyes was clear. The woman who once fought tooth and nail to save her marriage had officially drawn the line. Her leaving that table wasn't just about walking away from a fight, it was about walking away from years of betrayal, pain, and broken promises. As for Mendeecees, well, he's drowning in the aftermath. He knows he messed up, but how does he fix it now? One insider said, "This time, sorry might not be enough." Fans are left in suspense, wondering if Mendeecees can ever regain Yandy's trust, or if this marks the end of one of reality TV's most resilient love stories. The fallout from this scene has already become one of the most talked about moments in recent history, and now everyone is asking, what comes next? Buckle up because this ride is far from over. Is this the end for Yandy and Mendeecees? Or could there still be a glimmer of hope for reconciliation amidst the chaos? Right now, the only thing we know for sure is that the bombshell has dropped and nothing will ever be the same. The fallout from that explosive dinner didn't just end when Yandy stormed out. It was only the beginning of a firestorm that spread faster than anyone could have predicted. The silence Yandy left behind? Heavier than any word spoken. And those who remained at the table? They were left to stew in the uncomfortable tension. Mendeecees, slouched and defeated, pressed his hands against his forehead, as if trying to block out the utter chaos around him. Meanwhile, Sierra was crying quietly, the sound of her sobs filling the room. "This isn't how it was supposed to happen," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the clinking of glasses. But Mendeecees wasn't having it. His frustration boiled over, and he snapped at Sierra. "You should have never let it get this far. You think I wanted this to come out like this? You've made everything worse." Those words hit Sierra hard. Witnesses say she completely broke down, covering her face as the weight of Mendeecees' accusations crashed down on her. Some tried to comfort her, but the atmosphere was too charged. One voice tried to intervene, but Mendeecees was having none of it. "You weren't the one caught in the middle," he shot back, anger and shame dripping from his tone. By the end of the night, sides were already being taken. Some guests sided with Yandy, furious that she had been blindsided by such a public humiliation. Others whispered that maybe Sierra was being unfairly painted as the villain in all this. But one thing's for sure, the drama has only just begun, and the tension in this love triangle is about to explode in ways we can't even predict. No matter where people stood, one truth was clear. The marriage that once seemed unshakable was crumbling before everyone's eyes. The very next morning, the drama exploded onto social media. Fans claiming to have been near the dinner location began leaking every supposed detail they could, and the internet went wild with hashtags like Team Yandy and Messy Sierra. One viral tweet read, "Yandy walked away like a queen. No one deserves to be treated like that," while another fired back, "I don't believe Sierra is fully to blame. Why are we letting Mendeecees slide?" The public debate turned as messy as the dinner itself, with fans analyzing every single word and move from that night. As the online chatter grew, insiders revealed that Yandy had retreated into complete silence, refusing calls even from her closest friends. She needed space, one source explained. Yandy has always been strong, but this time it was different. This wasn't just an argument, it was betrayal that hit her to the core. Her decision to withdraw only fueled the speculation, with many believing her silence confirmed that the rumors surrounding Sierra were true. Meanwhile, Mendeecees tried to regain control of the narrative. Sources say he repeatedly reached out to Yandy, sending long texts filled with apologies and pleas. One message allegedly said, "You're my everything. Don't let this one mistake destroy what we built." But those who know Yandy say she wasn't interested in hearing his excuses anymore. The drama took a shocking twist days later when Sierra was spotted at a private brunch with friends. Instead of laying low, she seemed intent on clearing her name. One witness overheard her saying, "I'm not the one who broke their marriage. I didn't force him to make choices. Why should I carry the blame for everything?" Her words sparked a fresh wave of debate, with fans divided between sympathy and outrage. Back at home, Mendeecees was facing a growing isolation that was impossible to ignore. With Yandy no longer by his side, his usual confidence was replaced by uncertainty, and friends who visited described him as a man haunted by regret, restlessly pacing around the house, replaying that fateful dinner in his mind. "I keep hearing her voice," he confessed to one confidant. "The way she looked at me, it's like I don't even exist to her anymore." Those words revealed just how deeply the confrontation had cut him, even as he tried to maintain a sense of normalcy in public. But the story took an even darker turn when whispers started to circulate that the rumored pregnancy tied to Sierra wasn't just gossip. Though no one had confirmed it, the mere possibility sent shockwaves through fans. "If this is true, then Yandy walking away makes total sense," one fan wrote. "She gave her whole life to that marriage, and he still went behind her back. Unforgivable." Another chimed in, "Until I see proof, I'm not blaming anyone." People love tearing women down in these situations. The emotional weight of the entire situation was evident to those close to Yandy. Insiders say she confided in a small circle, revealing just how humiliated she felt. "I built this marriage with my bare hands," she reportedly said to a friend. "I fought when no one else would, and now I'm left looking like a fool. I won't be made into the villain for walking away." Her words painted a vivid picture of a woman who had finally reached her breaking point, refusing to sacrifice her dignity any longer for the sake of appearances. Meanwhile, fan reactions were becoming more intense by the day, as snippets of supposed conversations began leaking online. One alleged recording, though unverified, captured a heated exchange between Mendeecees and Yandy, further fueling the firestorm. A shocking new twist just dropped. A leaked recording, allegedly of Yandy and Mendeecees, has sent the internet into overdrive. In the clip, a voice that sounds eerily like Yandy is heard shouting, "You lied to me! You made me believe I was enough, and then you threw it all away." A voice believed to be Mendeecees desperately responds, "I didn't mean to hurt you. I lost control." Whether authentic or not, the clip went viral, cementing the narrative of betrayal in the minds of fans everywhere. Meanwhile, Sierra has continued to deny any responsibility for the destruction of the relationship. In a heartbreaking moment shared by a friend, she reportedly cried out, "Everyone hates me now. I didn't ask for this. I didn't plan for this. Why am I the one being crucified?" Her vulnerability sparked some sympathy, but for many, it wasn't enough to erase the damage already done. As this saga spiraled further, it became clear that this wasn't just about one dinner or one argument. It was about years of trust unraveling in a matter of moments. The ripple effects have been nothing short of devastating. The once solid family dynamic is shattered, the fan base divided, and the once unshakable bond between Yandy and Mendeecees now feels like a distant memory. By the end of the week, speculation had morphed into full-blown obsession. Media outlets and blogs scrambled to cover every angle, with headlines screaming about betrayal, heartbreak, and scandal. "Is this the end of Yandy and Mendeecees?" one article asked, while another boldly declared, Sierra, at the center of reality's biggest split, what was once seen as a resilient love story had now become the ultimate cautionary tale of how quickly love can crumble under the weight of hidden truths. Could this really be the end? Was there any chance, however slim, that forgiveness could triumph over betrayal? For now, the silence from Yandy suggested otherwise, leaving everyone bracing for what could be the final chapter in a love story turned tragedy. Days turned into nights, and yet the cloud of tension hanging over Yandy, Mendeecees, and Sierra refused to clear. The silence from Yandy's side was deafening, and the longer she stayed quiet, the more people began to believe the rumors that she was truly done with her marriage. Close friends whispered that she had packed a few essentials and moved into a separate place away from the shared home that once symbolized stability. She needed distance, one insider revealed. Staying in that house would have felt like living in the ruins of something she built. Mendeecees, on the other hand, was unraveling. Once seen as calm and collected, he was now described as restless, snapping at those around him, pacing constantly and drowning in regret. A friend who visited recalled a chilling moment. He kept repeating, "I can fix this. I can fix this," like a mantra. But the truth was, the damage was too deep. Yandy wasn't listening anymore. Sierra, meanwhile, found herself increasingly cornered. She couldn't step out without cameras flashing, bloggers following her, and fans shouting at her from across the street. "Home wrecker," one voice yelled as she tried to duck into a car. In a candid moment shared later by someone in her circle, she broke down saying, "I never wanted to be seen as the villain." Sierra's tears may have seemed genuine, but let's be real, sympathy for her was quickly wearing thin. Just when it seemed like the chaos couldn't get any worse, a new wave of whispers hit the fan base, igniting an even bigger storm. Fans began claiming they had seen medical records suggesting Sierra was, in fact, pregnant, and the timing. It pointed directly to Mendeecees. While no proof has been publicly shared, the mere possibility was enough to send shockwaves through the drama, reigniting the flames of suspicion. If this is true, it could very well be over for Mendeecees. One viral post summed it all up, saying, "Yandy deserves way better than this circus." Another countered, "We don't know the full truth. Maybe someone's setting Sierra up. Things don't add up." But regardless of what fans believed, the narrative had already spiraled out of control, and it was only gaining momentum. The emotional toll on Yandy was undeniable. One insider revealed that she broke down in front of a friend, saying, "I thought I knew the man I married. I thought no matter what, we'd fight through it together. But now every look, every smile, every memory feels like a lie. How do you forgive that?" Her words were the heartache of a woman blindsided by betrayal, and they struck a chord with fans who felt her pain deeply. As for Mendeecees, desperate to salvage what was left of his marriage, he decided to confront Sierra directly. And according to those who overheard the conversation, it was nothing short of explosive. "You ruined everything," Mendeecees allegedly shouted, his anger boiling over. But Sierra wasn't backing down. "Don't put this all on me," she fired back. "You were the one who made choices. I didn't force your hand. The drama is far from over, and with every word spoken, the situation just keeps getting more volatile. What happens next? Stay tuned, the drama just reached a boiling point." Sierra's voice reportedly cracked as she added, "You promised me things you never meant. I believed you, and now I'm the one burning for it." The confrontation left both of them shattered. Insiders reveal that Mendeecees stormed out of the room, slamming the door so hard it rattled the walls. He looked like a man who had lost everything, one witness described. But Sierra wasn't any better off. She was sobbing uncontrollably, asking those around her, "Why did I ever trust him? Why did I let myself get dragged into this?" As the scandal continued to escalate, family members began weighing in, and things took an even more dramatic turn. One relative of Yandy allegedly called the entire situation a disgrace and urged her to cut ties with Mendeecees completely. "This marriage was never going to last if secrets like this existed," the relative reportedly said. "She deserves peace, not endless battles." Fans jumped on those words, interpreting them as confirmation that Yandy was preparing to move on for good. But the most shocking moment of all came when Yandy attended a charity event she had agreed to long before the scandal erupted. Fans and media alike wondered if she would cancel, yet to everyone's surprise, she showed up, elegant, poised, and radiating quiet strength. When reporters pressed her for comments about the scandal, she didn't confirm or deny a thing. Instead, she simply said, "Sometimes the truth speaks for itself." And with that, the internet went wild. queen behavior, one fan tweeted. She doesn't owe us an explanation. We know what's happening. Yandy may be staying silent, but her actions are speaking louder than ever. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. Fans are buzzing with new speculation about Yandy's composure, with many wondering if her calm demeanor at the charity event hinted at deeper moves being made behind the scenes. While Yandy may be keeping her cards close to her chest, Sierra's world is rapidly unraveling. Businesses she once partnered with have started distancing themselves, too scared of the backlash. Her friends are pulling away as well, unwilling to get caught in the crossfire of this public firestorm. Sierra is increasingly isolated. One insider revealed, she's realizing that even if she wasn't the only one at fault, she's the one paying the highest price. And as the drama deepens, whispers of divorce papers began circulating. Some sources claim that Yandy has already met with lawyers, while others insist she's still weighing her options. Either way, the once rock-solid image of their marriage is now irreparably damaged. Fans who once adored them as the ultimate power couple are now divided, wondering if reconciliation is even possible. How do you rebuild after something like this? One fan questioned. Even if she forgives him, will she ever truly trust him again? Ever truly trust him again? But the plot thickened even further when a leaked text exchange, allegedly between Mendeecees and Sierra, hit the internet. The messages, though unverified, painted a picture of late-night confessions, secret meetings, and promises of a future that never came to be. One of the alleged texts read, "I can't stop thinking about you," followed by another, "We have to keep this between us." The internet exploded with opinions. Some called the texts damning evidence of the affair, while others dismissed them as nothing more than fabrications. But the damage was already done. Through it all, Yandy remained the master of silence, letting the chaos swirl around her while she maintained a stoic composure. The question now, will she ever speak up? Or will her silence continue to speak louder than any words ever could? Yandy has remained silent through it all, letting the chaos swirl around her while she stood firm. Fans couldn't get enough of her resilience, calling her an inspiration for women everywhere. "She's showing that you don't need to scream or beg," one fan tweeted. Walking away in silence is the loudest statement of all. But despite her strength, the heartbreak was undeniable. Sources close to her revealed quiet moments where she broke down, whispering, "Why wasn't I enough?" Those words laid bare the raw pain beneath her composed exterior. It was a stark reminder that behind the headlines and social media debates, there was a woman whose trust had been shattered. The more time passed, the clearer it became that this wasn't just a scandal. It was a full-blown unraveling of lives, reputations, and futures. Mendeecees was left clinging to fading hope, Sierra was drowning in backlash, and Yandy stood at the crossroads of heartbreak and liberation. The story, already explosive, showed no signs of calming down. Every day brought new whispers, leaks, and fresh speculation. The scandal had reached a point where silence was no longer enough. Fans grew increasingly restless, demanding answers, while bloggers dissected every tiny move from Yandy, Mendeecees, and Sierra. The pressure was mounting, and insiders revealed that all three of them were cracking under the weight. Finally, Mendeecees, once so careful about his public image, broke his silence during an unplanned live session. His face looked exhausted, his tone desperate, and his words carried the weight of a man drowning in regret. "I made mistakes," he admitted softly, his voice faltering. "But some of what's being said isn't true. I never wanted to hurt my family." Mendeecees' attempt to apologize on livestream has backfired in a big way. "I never wanted to lose Yandy," he said, but instead of receiving sympathy, his words triggered a firestorm. Comments flooded in, with fans accusing him of playing the victim. "Where was this energy when you were sneaking around?" one viewer wrote. Another added, "You're only sorry because you got caught." The backlash was swift and brutal, and his attempt to control the narrative only made things worse. Meanwhile, Yandy took a completely different route. Just days after Mendeecees' live session, she made a powerful appearance at a women's empowerment panel, and her words sent shockwaves through the room. Though she never mentioned names, her message was clear and piercing. "Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away from what no longer respects you," she continued. "Love without respect isn't love. It's captivity." The audience erupted in applause, and clips of her speech went viral within hours. Fans were quick to declare it the ultimate confirmation that Yandy was done with her marriage. That's it. "She's gone for good," one tweet read. As for Sierra, her world continued to spiral. With businesses distancing themselves and public opinion growing colder by the day, she sat down for a candid interview, fighting back tears. "I never set out to ruin anyone's marriage," she said, her voice trembling. "I was misled. I was promised things that never happened. And now I'm painted as the villain while he gets to act like the wounded husband." Her words stirred mixed emotions. While some fans sympathized, others weren't so easily swayed. The drama is far from over, and each move only adds more fuel to the fire. What will happen next? Stay tuned. Reactions to Sierra's emotional interview were mixed. Some viewers sympathized with her, believing she had been manipulated, but many more accused her of deflecting blame. "She knew exactly what she was doing," one critic wrote. "Crying doesn't erase the fact that she stepped into a marriage she had no business touching." But the drama didn't stop there. Then came the bombshell no one saw. Coming leaked court documents began circulating, hinting that Yandy had officially filed for divorce. While neither she nor her representatives confirmed the documents, their dates and signatures appeared legitimate. The internet erupted. Hashtags like Dakawi Tandy and Free From Drama began trending as fans flooded social media with messages of support. "She's finally taking back her power," one supporter posted. "This is the ending she deserves." Mendeecees reportedly reacted with shock to the news. Sources say he begged for a private meeting with Yandy, desperate to plead his case one last time. According to insiders, the meeting did happen, but it was heartbreaking. Mendeecees looked Yandy in the eye and said, "I can change. Just give me one more chance." To which she coldly responded, "You had 1,000 chances. I'm done giving away pieces of myself to someone who breaks them every time." Those words marked the true end of their marriage. And those who witnessed the scene say Mendeecees left the room broken, tears streaming down his face. As for Sierra, the alleged pregnancy rumors reached a new peak when she was spotted leaving a clinic. Photos quickly spread, sparking fresh debates. Was she really pregnant? The internet speculation hit overdrive, with fans dissecting every angle of the situation. One thing was clear: the drama was far from over, and it was only getting more intense. Stay tuned for what happens next. The speculation surrounding Sierra only grew stronger as photos of her leaving a clinic surfaced, sparking endless questions. Was she pregnant? Was she ending the pregnancy? Or was it all just a coincidence? No one knew the truth, but the rumors were enough to keep Sierra's name trending for days. Some fans even suggested that the supposed pregnancy had been fabricated from the start, designed to create maximum chaos. Either way, one fan summed it up perfectly, writing, "She's tied to this scandal forever." But the drama didn't just affect the adults. The children caught in the middle were also a growing concern. Social media posts began circulating, urging everyone to remember that behind the headlines, there were kids who didn't ask for this storm. "Protect the babies," one commenter wrote. "This isn't entertainment for them. It's their lives." That reminder hit hard, forcing even the harshest critics to pause and consider the human cost of all the chaos. Weeks passed, and the paths of the three main players diverged sharply. Yandy was being celebrated as a symbol of resilience. She was invited to speak at more events, gaining admiration for her ability to rise above the betrayal. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was left in the shadows, his reputation shattered and his future uncertain. And Sierra, stuck in a strange limbo, was half vilified, half pitied, with no clear way to rebuild her image. The final blow came during a reunion-style gathering filmed for a reality special. Though the details of the taping were tightly guarded, leaks from insiders painted a vivid picture of the explosive encounter. The drama is far from over, and fans are eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this ongoing saga. Stay tuned. The reunion was nothing short of explosive. Emotions reportedly ran high as soon as Yandy, Mendeecees, and Sierra were all in the same room. Yandy stayed composed, sitting tall and unshaken, while Mendeecees struggled to hold her gaze, clearly uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Sierra couldn't hold it in anymore, breaking down in tears mid-conversation. "If I could go back, I'd undo it all," she sobbed. But Yandy's response was cutting, as sharp as glass. "You can't undo what's been done. Some scars never fade." The room fell silent as the weight of her words hung in the air. The tension was unbearable, and when the reunion finally wrapped, insiders revealed that there was no reconciliation, no neat bow to tie up the chaos. Instead, it ended with the three of them walking separate paths. The fractures permanent and the damage irreparable. For fans watching, the drama had cemented itself as one of the most shocking and unforgettable storylines in reality TV history. Yet questions remained. Was Ciara really pregnant, or was it just a rumor that spiraled out of control? Would Mendeecees ever find redemption, or was his public downfall permanent? And most importantly, would Yandy's decision to walk away mark the start of a new, brighter chapter for her? The answers remain uncertain, but one thing is clear. The fallout from this scandal will echo for years to come. What a whirlwind this saga has been. From shocking revelations to public confrontations, from Yandy's quiet strength to Mendeecees' desperate pleas and Ciara's emotional breakdowns, this scandal has shaken reality TV fans everywhere. Emotions ran high, fans were divided, and the family at the center of it all found themselves caught in one of the most explosive dramas ever. But here's the thing, the story still isn't neatly wrapped up, and the questions are only multiplying. Was Ciara truly pregnant, or were the rumors wildly exaggerated? Is there any chance Mendeecees can rebuild what he's lost, or has his reputation been damaged beyond repair? And most importantly, will Yandy's bold decision to walk away open the door to a fresh start, or will the shadows of betrayal continue to follow her every step? Fans are still torn, debating every twist, every word, and every silent gesture. Some believe Yandy is stronger than ever, while others wonder if time will soften her stance. Some think Ciara deserves forgiveness, while others insist she crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. And now we want to hear from you. Whose side are you on in this explosive drama? Do you think Mendeecees deserves a second chance? Or did Yandy make the right call by shutting the door for good? Is Ciara a victim of manipulation, or the mastermind of chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't hold back. Let's get this conversation going. Make sure to like this video if you've been hooked on every shocking twist, and subscribe so you don't miss the next jaw-dropping update in the world of reality TV drama. Trust us, there's always another storm brewing.